Hey, Steve Beltramo here from interRel Consulting. Today I'm going to introduce Oracle Synopsis. As you may have heard, Oracle is coming out with a lot of great new ways to analyze data. Synopsis is a free mobile app from Oracle that works on both Android and iOS devices. When I say free, that means you don't need to be an existing Oracle customer. You can just download Synopsis for free from Google Play or Apple Store and start using it. Once you have Synopsis on your mobile device, you can use it to import spreadsheets and CSV files, and eventually Oracle Cloud data sources as well. As long as the spreadsheet format follows some simple guidelines, the app will automatically create multiple ways to analyze the data, including some pretty cool graphics. The content is shareable. You can email individual charts or share an entire analysis. When you first open the app, the home screen displays what Synopsis calls projects as large tiles. When you first download Synopsis, it has only one project, and until you import your own projects, what you'll see is the Oracle Demo app. This one is called Top Grossing Movies, and it opens to an area chart displaying total movies budgets by year. You can tell what is selected by what is underlined. You can see that year and budget estimates are selected in this screenshot. You can change the content of the chart by touching the other labels. I touched on domestic gross by month, and it changed the graphical presentation accordingly. If you touch the title or the chart itself, you can drill into a summary of the numbers. This view summarizes the numbers by category. Here we see budget estimates, domestic gross, worldwide gross, and profit estimates. The numbers shown here are defaulted to sum, but you can select one of the metrics and change the view to average or count. And then if you swipe right on a data bar, you can change the formatting from dollars to percent, or to change the number to decimals, etc. I'm using an Android device for this demo. The iOS interface would be slightly different in some instances. For example, with iOS, a little drop-down arrow to change the sum to average or count includes the option to change dollars to percent, etc. If you want to drill into a number, just touch on one of the data bars. I'm going to select domestic gross and drill in from there. Here I can review a set of charts that are set up for domestic gross by year, by operating date, month, weekday, or by movie. On this page, there are a few high-level metrics down at the bottom as well that are kind of nice. Also, each chart in this view shows the high and low values below the chart title. If you want to share any of these charts, click on the share icon, and from there your share options will pop up, such as text, email, etc. Let's drill into the chart, look at what else we can do. When we touch the chart to focus on it, notice that the bottom changed, and now we can select numbers, which are currently showing, text, or charts. Below we see that domestic gross is locked since we focused on it, but we can also select budget, worldwide gross, or profit to compare alongside of domestic gross. Let's add budget and profit and see how that looks. The chart now looks a bit busy with budget and profit added, so let's apply a filter and just focus on movies with a budget of over $200 million. Now we're looking at domestic gross, budget, and profit filtered on movies with a budget over $200 million. That's a little better, but let's click on the text tab and see what other modifications we can make. The text tab shows the text fields that were pulled in from the spreadsheet. Let's change our analysis to show data by movie instead of by year. The analysis is getting more interesting, but let's look at the chart tab to see if there's a better chart type for this analysis. The Chart tab allows you to change the default to another applicable chart type. The Choose For Me option at the bottom is selected a vertical bar, but I prefer the horizontal stack for this analysis. In this view, we can see that Avatar made the most profit. If we click on the yellow bar, it will tell us how much. If you want to see the raw data, select the chart option called Table. Now that you've seen what the nice looking sample project looks like, you probably want to import your own data and analyze it. To add a new project, select the green plus sign and browse the folder system to find a file to import. If there are multiple tabs in your data file, you may be prompted to select a tab to load. If the data is not what you want, you can delete a project by just swiping left, and then you can try importing again. It may take several minutes for Synopsis to import your data, depending on how much data there is and how complex it is. And you may need to manipulate your data source if it's not formatted in a friendly manner for the app to analyze. If this is the case, you may see a screen like this with some recommendations on how to format your data. In general, put your data in columns with numbers and text with labels in the first row. I downloaded a CSV file to my phone from an email and then imported it into Synopsis by touching the green plus sign and navigating to my Downloads folder. The project was named Data for Syn after my data source. Now I can click on the project to begin editing. Some edits we can make to the analysis are, we can edit the project name with the edit pencil. I'll change it to July Analysis. I can secure the project with a fingerprint by selecting the padlock icon. Selecting the gear icon allows me to see the dimensionality, what goes into the rows and columns. Select the ellipsis to export the project to a location. Clicking through on the gear icon will get you to this dimension view. Here you can show or hide items in the rows and columns. So, there are the highlights. Now you can give Synopsis a try with your own data. Thanks for listening.